Last episode, we discovered that some of the biggest grocery savings don't happen inside the supermarket. They happen before you ever leave home. We're taking a closer look at the supermarket because even if you have a well planned grocery list, the supermarket has a plan too. In today's episode, I'm sharing 10 practical strategies my wife and I use every time we grocery shop, along with several excellent suggestions from our family, friends, and co-workers. Let's get into it. Strategy 1. Compare unit prices, not just shelf prices. One of the biggest mistakes shoppers make is comparing only the price on the package. But smart shoppers compare the unit price. Sometimes the larger package is a better bargain. Sometimes it isn't. Sometimes buying two smaller packages actually costs less than buying one large package. That's why it's important to compare the price per kilogram, per liter, per gram, or per ounce. Most supermarkets display this information on the shelf label. So, take a few extra seconds to read it. You'll often discover that the product with the lowest shelf price isn't necessarily the best value. And here's another tip. Don't assume the biggest package is automatically the cheapest. Manufacturers know many shoppers believe that. Always, and I mean always, compare before making your decision. How does this save money? Because you're buying value, not simply buying size. And every dollar you save on one item may seem small, but those savings add up over every shopping trip throughout the year. Strategy number 2, compare brands. Many of us have favorite brands, and there's nothing wrong with that. But blind brand loyalty can become expensive. One of the best ways to reduce your grocery bill is to compare different brands before putting an item into your shopping cart. Many supermarket-owned brand products are produced to similar quality standards as national brands. Sometimes the only noticeable difference is the packaging and the price. My wife and I occasionally try a different brand. If we like it and the quality meets our expectations, we have found a permanent saving. That doesn't mean buying the cheapest product every time. Quality still matters. The goal is to find the best value, not simply the lowest price. How does this save money? Saving just $100 on 10 different grocery items during one shopping trip saves $1,000. Multiply that over a month or an entire year, and those small savings become significant. Strategy number 3, don't shop hungry. This one sounds almost too simple, but it works. Never underestimate what hunger can do to your grocery bill. When you're hungry, everything looks delicious. The pastries suddenly smell better, the snacks become more appealing, the desserts look irresistible, and before you know it, your shopping cart contains items that were never on your grocery list. Whenever possible, eat a meal or even have a healthy snack before going grocery shopping. You'll think more clearly, you'll stick closer to your list, and you'll make better purchasing decisions. How does this save you money? A full stomach often leads to a smaller grocery bill. When you're satisfied, you're much less likely to make emotional purchases. Strategy number 4, take advantage of loyalty programs. Many supermarkets now offer loyalty programs, reward cards, mobile apps, digital coupons, or member-only discounts. If you regularly shop at the same supermarket, take advantage of these programs. Over time, the points can add up. You may receive discounts on future purchases, birthday rewards, special promotions, or exclusive member savings. These benefits may seem small individually, but over the course of a year, they can make a noticeable difference to your grocery budget. However, here's an important warning. Don't buy something simply because it earns points. The reward should never become the reason for the purchase. If the item wasn't already on your grocery list, you guessed it, the points probably aren't worth the extra spending. How does this save money? You receive rewards and discounts on purchases you were already planning to make. That's smart shopping. Strategy number 5. Check expiry dates carefully. Here's one habit many shoppers overlook. Always check the expiry date, especially on products like milk, yogurt, bread, cheese, meats, juices, and other perishable items. Sometimes the products with the shortest shelf life are placed at the front of the shelf because supermarkets want to sell those first. Take a few extra seconds, reach behind. You may find the same product at the same price with a much later expiry date. That gives you more time to use it at home before it spoils. Also remember, a special offer isn't always a good deal if the product expires before your family has time to use it. Buying food that ends up in the garbage is never a bargain. How does this save money? Food that lasts longer at home is less likely to spoil before you use it. And every item that doesn't spoil is money that stays in your pocket instead of ending up in the garbage. Strategy number 6. Understand supermarket specials. We've all seen the signs. Buy one, get one free. 3 for $1,000. Limited time offer. Or a manager special. Those promotions are designed to catch your attention. And sometimes they really are excellent bargains. But not every special saves you money. Before putting a promotional item into your shopping cart, ask yourself one simple question. Would I have bought this if it wasn't on sale? If the answer is no, you're probably not saving money. You're simply spending money differently. Another question to ask is, will my family actually use all of this before it expires? So, buying 3 jars of something your family rarely eats isn't a bargain. It's an unnecessary expense. A sale only becomes a sale when it helps you purchase something you genuinely needed and plan to buy. How does this save money? A supermarket special only saves money when you are already planning to purchase the item. Strategy number 7. Buy seasonal produce. One of the best suggestions we received from our family, friends, and co-workers was this. Seasonal produce is usually fresher, more abundant, better tasting, and often less expensive. Instead of planning your meals around expensive imported produce, plan them around what's plentiful at that time of year. For example, when certain fruits or vegetables are in abundance, prices often fall because supply is greater. That's a perfect opportunity to enjoy fresh, nutritious food while stretching your grocery budget. How does it save money? You receive better quality produce at a better price while supporting local agriculture. Strategy number 8. Shop at the right time. Timing can also make a difference. Some supermarkets restock fresh produce, meats, and baked goods at certain times of the day. Others reduce the price of items approaching their sell-by date while they're still perfectly safe to consume. If you know your supermarket routine, you may find fresher products or better bargains. Another helpful tip is to avoid shopping during the busiest hours whenever possible. When the supermarket is less crowded, you have more time to compare prices, read labels carefully, check expiration dates, and make thoughtful purchasing decisions without feeling rushed. Remember this, shopping isn't a race. Taking just a few extra minutes to compare products can save hundreds, if not thousands of dollars over the course of a year. How does this save money? Shopping at the right time may help you find fresher products, better bargains, and give you the opportunity to make wiser purchasing decisions. Strategy number 9. Wholesale isn't always cheaper. Many people automatically assume that wholesalers are always less expensive. Not necessarily. Some products offer excellent value, others don't. That's why it pays to compare prices before assuming you're getting a bargain. Wholesale shopping works best for products your family uses regularly and in large quantities. For example, rice, cooking oil, flour, toiletries, laundry detergent, and cleaning supplies. But buying large quantities only makes sense if your family will actually use them before they spoil or expire. Otherwise, you have simply spent more money sooner. Buying in bulk isn't always saving. Sometimes it's simply spending. How does this save money? You avoid paying wholesale prices that aren't actually wholesale bargains. And you avoid wasting money on products your family doesn't need in bulk. Strategy number 10. Review your receipt before you leave. Here's one final habit that many shoppers overlook. Review your receipt before leaving the supermarket. Most people collect the receipt, put it inside the shopping bag, and never look at it again. Take 1 minute, mistakes happen. Items may scan twice, sale prices may not register correctly, the wrong item may be charged, or a discount may not have been applied. Checking your receipt immediately gives the cashier an opportunity to correct any errors before you leave the store. Don't let them rush you. It's much easier to resolve a problem while you're still at the checkout than after you have gone home. How does this save money? Because you only pay for what you actually purchased at the correct price. Luke 14:28 says, "For which of you intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether ye have sufficient to finish it?" Jesus reminds us to count the cost before making important decisions. That principle doesn't apply only to building projects. It also applies to our everyday finances, including grocery shopping. Wise shoppers count the cost before they count the savings. In our final episode, we'll discuss practical ways to make your groceries last longer after you get home, because money isn't only saved when you shop wisely, it's also saved by using wisely what you have already purchased. You don't want to miss it. If you have watched this far, type Wise Shopper in the comments. I'd love to know who stayed with me until the end, and it lets me know you're enjoying this series. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please like, subscribe, and share this video with your family and friends. And if you'd like to learn more about biblical financial stewardship, I invite you to get a copy of my book, Money Answers All Things, 52 Biblical Principles to Unlocking Financial Peace and Prosperity. It's available on Amazon, in Sanctus bookstores, Brand Bookstore, and through direct orders. This has been Building Wealth with Wisdom. I'm Adrian. Until next time, walk good, stay wise, and build wealth with wisdom. See you in the next episode.